Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we want to take a look at Ho-Oh in the Master League, but not just a standard Ho-Oh. We're going to have the Apex Shadow Ho-Oh. We're going to have a team here with Landers as a safe swap and Ho-Oh in the back as a closer. I think Homestead-Henry played a similar team before, not 100% sure. That's basically what you get from PvPoke. If you put in Ho-Oh, you're gonna get the Alga, and you kind of want to have a safe swap that has similarities to Ho-Oh, which our Landers has here, because Landers is part ground typing, allowing it to basically being weak to water type Pokemon, but also then getting out the water type Pokemon. As well as you're going to have in general very good coverage on this Pokemon. Basically, one of my favorite Pokemon. Like, honestly, Landorus is so much fun. You see already, we're going to have coverage with Stone Edge as well. I think even a higher attack stat than Mewtwo or something. It is a wild one. But here we're going to see now the opponent having a Dialga in the back, and they don't even allow us to go for any charge move. Yeah, I think they actually still had a pretty decent shot of winning this game, by the way, so I have no idea why they went out of there, but it's fine. We're going to see here a Lugia against us here in the next game. We'll be able to go ahead and just stay in here. Going to shield up the incoming, most likely Aeroblast here. And I can go ahead and go for some charge moves, but they're going to go ahead and go into their own Dialga. This might be a little bit of a mistake, my friend, but I can go ahead, go for an Iron Head and go for one Draco Meteor, forcing 2 shields by the opponent, which is amazing for us. And we can swap into our Landorus as we can go ahead and go for one Superpower. I thought it might most likely just be the Iron Head, and it's going to be just the Iron Head, so like that's not really ideal. I will be able to still go for one Superpower though, which will allow us to knock them out for sure. And we will see most likely the Lugia came back in here, which has to take a one Stone Edge. Stone Edge going to do some pretty decent damage against them here right now. Super effective, sadly of course debuffed from the Superpower, and I sadly just don't get to my next Stone Edge in time. But I will be able to take this charge move and go into my Ho-Oh. In comes an Excadrill, and I try to catch the Rock Slide onto my Dialga. I try to reach towards the Iron Head. Sadly not possible for us right now, but hopefully we can still just survive another charge move here. We kind of have to now farm them all the way down at this point of time. Let's see if we can do that. Nope. They survive with like a 1 HP in the dream, allowing the opponent to go for one Rock Slide here in order to knock me out. Very good game there. Kind of annoying. Maybe I could have played a little bit better. I don't know. Actually, don't know. We see Landorus in the lead. This is not really ideal for us. We're going to have to shield up the charge move here, as the Superpower would hit us for some very decent damage. In comes a Shadow Metagross. I will be able to resist all the moves usually here, unless they're running Psychic on this one, but it's very rare to see. Okay, yeah, they're running Psychic. Amazing. Still, we're going to be able to farm them all the way down, have 100 energy right now. Going to have now the charge move coming towards my opponent. Going to be a Snorlax coming in here as well. That's kind of nice. In comes Sacred Fire, gonna get shielded, attack drop coming in as well, but we can also go ahead and go for the big Brave Bird here, and then not going to shield this one. Putting them into the red health now, and I will be able to go into my Landorus. They go into their Landorus. I can go ahead and go for my Stone Edge, and Stone Edge of course is going to be enough to knock out the opponent's Landorus if they won't want to shield here. Let's take a look at what they're going to do. We will see the shield coming up actually, but I have an Iron Head stored already basically, and this should definitely get them very close to being knocked out. It's actually going to completely knock them out, and they're going to forfeit this match here with their Snorlax there. Next opponent, we're going to see a Mamoswine in the lead. Mamoswine is actually a matchup that is a little bit iffy. Like, it really depends on, I don't know, I think it's always how it's supposed to work out. But, yeah, like, you see some lag here sometimes as well, again, from me, like I said already in the video prior thing, where, yeah, like, lag is currently kind of wild, but they always just barely get to another Avalanche here, and they have 2 now at this point of time, which I thought it was the case like this. I think that's all totally fine here, but, like, with 1 HP, man, honestly. In comes Rayquaza, not really ideal for us either. We will be able to go ahead and go for some Stone Edges, though, which should do some decent damage. They're gonna go ahead and go for the Breaking Swipe. I'm going to overfarm by quite a bit, allowing us to go for one Stone Edge as well as already for the Superpower here, which will allow us to either knock them out or get the shield. Let's take a look at this one. We're going to get the knockout here against the opponent. In comes Zacian. So, if they run Wild Charge, it's going to be a little bit tough. If they don't run Wild Charge, it's going to be okay. We will find out now. Honestly, I should have played a little bit differently already. They're gonna go for the player so they don't run a Wild Charge, which is amazing. Show went straight for the Brave Bird, to be fair. Reason for this one, like here at this point of time, it doesn't really matter anymore because I'm just going to knock them out anyway. If they had a Wild Charge and would have one-shot me, which I'm not sure if that actually is the case, I still would have got the shield there, and I still had an Iron Head stored onto my Dialga in the back, so like we would have been most likely fine there. We have a very decent lead for us, and we're going to see the Metagross coming in here as a Say Swap. That's going to be very decent for us as well. Here, sadly not the Shadow variant, so like farming in the down going to be a little bit trickier, but I'm still going to be able to just go ahead and go for the Sacred Fire. Don't really want to debuff myself. Going to waste a lot of energy to be fair, but I'm still going to get out of this matchup with some decent health and also some energy, allowing me to go for one Brave Bird here, which will force the shield by the opponent, and I expect them to have Excadrill in the back, so I'm gonna go ahead, go straight into my Dialga. I can shield up the incoming superpower from the opponent. Let's see what's coming in. It's going to be not the Excadrill, it's going to be a Solgaleo. Shoutouts to everybody who actually has this Pokemon already built. I don't have a good one of them, and of course it's very tricky to get the rare XL candies for those Pokemon. Really hope that Niantic kinda shifts their mind and please like give us an easier or like a more reliable option to get those rare XL candy, because right now it's a little bit tough to be fair. Like trying to get those Pokemon that are not all the time in raids is really difficult. Actually, we're going to get back the Regigigas soon as well. One of the Pokemon that I really would like to get the XL candy as well for a video. Liked this Pokemon a lot the last time I played it. Really need Hidden Power Ice though. I only have Hidden Power Ghost, which I guess is better against something like Metagross or this opponent's Solgaleo. But yeah, we're going to be able to now knock them out here with one more big Iron Head, and we will be able to win this game here. Let's take a look at the next game. We're going to see Dialga against Giratina. We're going to, of course, stay in here. Very decent matchup for us. Lugia is always like a tricky one for me to deal with. Like honestly, Lugia for this team is a little bit tricky, especially because your own Ho-Oh doesn't really have the best bulk in this team. Guess if you have a normal Ho-Oh, I would be more into swapping into towards that one, but here I just have to hope that the opponent is running Aeroblast and like going for that one right now, and they do exactly that, allowing me to go for another Iron Head here against the opponent as well. We'll knock them out. Let's take a look what's coming in here next. We're going to see incoming the Excadrill, and I make a huge mistake here. For whatever reason, I thought that was a smart idea here. I should have went into my Ho-Oh instead for sure, because now my Landorus is stuck against this Giratina from the opponent, and like there is not a lot that I can do about this here. I'm going to have to go ahead and go for one Stone Edge. Going to definitely get them pretty low here with that one, which is going to be nice. But now I have to go back into my Dialga, keep my shield alive, hopefully farm them all the way down here right now. And this is my only way of really winning this game. They're gonna go for the boost. Okay, we still should be fine here. We still should be able to just go ahead and farm them all the way down. I might be even able to shield this move up here and just farm down. Yeah. That 1% chance for a double boost is definitely coming in handy for my opponent here right now. Without the double boost, we definitely would have been able to win this game, because we would have done more damage with our Incinerate, or have been able to farm them down. We would have had a charge move to knock out the opponent's Excadrill and would have won the game. But of course, 1% chance to get the double boost, amazing. We're going to see here the opponent having the Dialga against our Landorus. Landorus will be able to shield up the charge move from the opponent, and we're going to definitely be able to get some more damage onto the opponent and force another shield. I don't think I'm going to be able to knock them out though anymore because of the debuff onto our defense as well as our attack here. We're going to be double debuffed and now triple debuffed, and they're going to be able to farm me all the way down, allowing us to go into our Dialga, into our Ho-Oh and catch the Iron Head. Of course, resisted, and we see the Giratina coming in, allowing us to go for a Brave Bird against them, doing a ton of damage here, and we're going to be able to swap out immediately. In comes the Metagross. And while this looks like a really bad matchup for us, of course, if you know the matchup against the Metagross already, you know that we can just go ahead, shield up once, go up to 100 energy here right now, and go for the Draco Meteor and say goodbye to the opponent, as this is going to be able to nuke them away. They know that this game is over, and we will see now the next opponent coming through. Let's take a look at this one. We're going to see the Giratina against us. Very decent for us, as you're going to see the Dialga coming in here right now. We will be able to go ahead and go for some superpower. I still, even though it's double speed, I always still see the frame drops of the game right now, which is really bad to see. Like honestly, it's just not really a lot of fun to play right now because of the frame drops. I actually love Master League though. Like Master League is a lot of fun. Here we're going to see the goodbye to the Dialga as they're going to go down there. We will be able to go for one Stone Edge here. They're going to no shield us, of course, as we're going to be debuffed. But another Stone Edge going to put them into range for the Dragon Breath down range. And we will go down here, of course, as we're going to be able to go back into our Dialga And the Shadow Ball is coming through here. In comes Zacian, and they're going to forfeit immediately as soon as I saw a Ho-Oh, because they have most likely no answer for that Pokemon, like doesn't have Wild Charge basically with that one. In comes here next opponent, the Dragonite in the lead. They're going to be able to get a shield advantage against us here, because I think they would win this. I actually don't think they would. I don't know if a superpower would do enough damage. I misplay this game here hard. I go straight for the Draco Meteor, which is fine though, but I should have went for a little bit more energy, because Landorus completely resists anything Louis Luna has as a charge move. So like for me, not staying in there for longer with my Dialga, which resists the fast move a lot and does more damage with the fast move itself, is really bad, because as you can see here already, the opponent going to survive this move. So if I stayed in for like 2-3 seconds longer with my Dialga, I would have been already put them into range 1 superpower. Now I'm forced to go for another one. I don't have the energy onto my Dialga anymore, so I really misplay this hard here, as I don't really have to swap out that fast against the Ursaluna. But luckily we're going to see another Mamoswine in the back here, which is going to be fine for us as well, as we're going to go ahead, let this move go through, and this move is going to be the Avalanche, of course. No, they actually could have, I think, Ancient Power. I think they also have Stone Edge on this Pokemon, theoretically, so it would have been an interesting one if they would have that one, but of course they don't. We will be able to get the debuff, we will be able to get them into the red health, and this is going to be also a very good game here, as the opponent going to decide to surrender there. Very nice. Next opponent, we're going to see a Groudon. We're going to try to catch a charge move again onto our Landorus. As always, they get there after 7, but this didn't work out whatsoever, so they're going to go ahead and go for the Fire Punch bait, or I guess like, yeah, just going to go straight for Fire Punch. For whatever reason, they're going to stay in here. They seem to be a little bit weak against our Genie here, as we will be able to go ahead and go for some superpower damage as well. We should be able to get a shield by this, or gonna get the switch advantage. Both of them I'm totally okay with. Let's take a look at this one. We're going to see the superpower coming through here again, and we're going to get the shield against the opponent. What I can do now is I can use this this Groudon to go into my Ho-Oh and get some extra energy. In comes their own Ho-Oh. Let's go ahead and go straight for the Brave Bird, so we're going to be able to now always sneak in our extra fast move against them, as they swapped out a little bit later than us. And they're going to shield this move up. Luckily, they're going to go ahead and go for the Sacred Fire. Hopefully they don't debuff me. Of course they do. Yeah, like where the debuff really matters here, as you're going to see it here, they mostly would have gone down from that one, I think, especially with the extra damage also from the fast move before. So yeah, that's not really ideal. I will be able to go into my Dialga though, and we're going to now see that we can go ahead and go for a charge move against whatever comes in. Actually didn't think here that the Groudon still had a Precious Blight stored, so that was my mistake. If I went for Iron Head, I would have been way better off. Like this, we're going to have to go for one more charge move with our Ho-Oh, and the Sacred Fire gonna get the attack drop, which is amazing. Turns out they, of course, like the Exudal Prior, are going to survive with 1 HP in a dream. Amazing, isn't it? Again, if I went for the Iron Head before, I think I should be able to win CMP against Groudon. I'm not sure about this, actually. Maybe Groudon wins CMP. Don't know. I'm not a Master League expert yet. But, of course, yeah, like, this was kind of unfortunate that they survived with 1 HP as well. We're going to have a Ho against us as well here right now. Turns out we're going to be able to shield up the move. Of course, they're going to get the attack drop here, as we're going to be able to go for our own charge move here, going to go for the Draco Meteor, and we're going to get the shield by the opponent. I'm not really caring too much anymore about what they're going to do here right now. We are so debuffed, this Iron Hand will never knock them out, for sure not. Honestly, they did like 2 damage or something, that's kind of wild. Going to have to let this move go through. They're going to go for the Brave Bird, and I can go ahead and go into my own Ho-Oh. In comes a Gyarados, and this is going to be tricky. I have to shield up the Aqua Tail, of course, super effective damage. I don't really want to get this against my Ho-Oh, and I will go now for the Brave Bird, and luckily they're going to let this move go through, allowing us to now go ahead and go for another Brave Bird, hopefully. But no, the opponent's Ho-Oh still had so much energy left that they only needed one more fast move to go for another Brave Bird, which I didn't expect whatsoever. And I will be able to farm them all the way down with my Landorus. Sadly, they're going to have the Kyurem in the back, and as you're going to see already, we're going to be able to go straight for the Stone Edge here, which is going to not do as much damage as I would like to see. Maybe if I went for 3 superpowers, I would have been able to win this game. I'm not sure about this one, but this is going to be it for the video though. Was a lot of fun to play this one here. Definitely think that the normal variant of Ho-Oh is a little bit better, but now I'm stuck with this one, which I'm kind of okay with, because it's way more fun to have the Shadow variant. So, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.